Good morning, Collab with Justice. It's Sunday.
It's the Mountain Goats week. So my song that I chose is Never Quite Free. And it really means a lot to me, especially because this is not something I tell a lot of people. But I've been struggling with depression ever since I was 12. My dad died pretty tragically and traumatically for the family when I was 11 and a half. Things sort of reached a climax in July, and I swallowed an entire bottle of my antidepressants. So that was kind of rough, but I ended up in the hospital. I was in an inpatient program for a week, and then an outpatient program for 2 weeks, and I learned a lot about myself and my disease. And just a lot of really helpful stuff that has made me a much stronger person to this day, and much more confident, and I'm a lot healthier now, and I actually have the Mountain Goats to thank for a lot of that, and Never Quite Free to thank for a lot of that. When I got out of the hospital, when I got out of the inpatient program and was allowed to go home, I was just really overwhelmed with stuff, and so to unwind, I just turned on my computer and opened up iTunes and hit shuffle just to see what would come up. And the first song that came up was Never Quite Free, which, if you've listened to it, I think you can understand why I just started sobbing like a little bitch when that song started playing in that context. And so now just every time I hear that song, or think about that song, or think about the Mountain Goats, or Don Daniel, or what the impact the Mountain Goats have had in my life, I think of that moment where I was just so overwhelmed with every single emotion ever. Just I finally, listening to that song, I finally had the confidence in myself, and the idea that I was healthy enough to understand what he meant when he said that that you'll never want for comfort and you'll never be alone. That was the first time in as long as I can remember in my entire life that I've heard that and believed it. That is my true life story for the Mountain Goats week on Collab with Justice. And now for something a little bit more lighthearted, I'm going to get drunk with authors. So bye. I'll see you guys next week. I love you all. Bye.